Okay, this is going to be an unboxing and a review of the Amazon multicam 3-man tent. Off camera, I went and weighed it, and it weighs approximately 5.5 pounds. So its technical name, I guess, is, if you can see it here, it's a Dermatitized Igloo Standard Tent. Fabric color, they're calling it multi-tarn. So, um, so just as a quick reference, this is my um, Condor multicam plate carrier. So as you can see, it's pretty close, if not right on the money. You know, I purchased this tent for doing National Guard stuff and other stuff. So yeah, so we're gonna go out, we're gonna set this thing up. But first we're gonna do a quick little unboxing here. I can't seem to find my tripod, so this is a little unsteady. That's the reason. Set down the camera for a second. Okay, so here's what we got when we get it right out of the bag. We've got a tent stake bag. We got a pull bag, and unroll this thing here. And here's the tent itself. So the fabric of the tent looks like it's made out of the same fabric as the bag. So unfortunately right now there isn't any other manufacturers out there that are making a multi-cam tent right now. It's under 150 bucks. Hopefully here in the near future we'll have some other offerings, but right now this is it. So I'm gonna go take this out in my backyard and set it up, and then I'll kick the camera back on. Oh, real quick, I just thought I'd go ahead and do a real quick unboxing of the contents of these other two bags. Inside your stake bag, it looks like there's 3 ropes. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stakes. And we'll open up this pole bag. Looks to me like it's just pretty a standard dome tent. I'm not seeing any instructions for it. So it looks like we've got 2 Yep, looks like we've got 2 poles. So I guess we'll yep, 2 poles. Okay, we're outside. I've decided that I'd just go ahead and give you guys a quick look at what this thing looks like on the outside before I put it up. You know, the multi-cam stuff works obviously to break off the whole thing, but I'll put down the dimensions down either in another scene or something. But you know, it looks like it's, I don't know, roughly an 8 by 8 foot square tent. So you can see it's got your standard dome tent inserts. So go ahead and put it up, and then I'm gonna go get them. I've got a military cot we'll go ahead and put in here, and we'll see if it works for what I got it for. Okay, so I thought that this military issue cot was going to work in here. I kind of suspected it wasn't going to. I went ahead and measured it out. It's roughly about 3 feet 10 inches from the center in there to the top. The ground stays in here, kind of stick out. So could you use this in here? Maybe.
Dad, what you
Yeah,
using
but
the
you wouldn't be able to get it zipped up. I'm thinking you're gonna, excuse me, you're gonna need to get a different kind of cot or an air mattress for this, because as you can see, this is just a little bit too big. So for this to fit. So I'm about 6'2". So yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Dad, what you doing that?
I can lay out, by the way, in here. So if you're any taller than about 6'2",
Dad, what you in the
this
bed?
tent probably won't work for you.
The tent.
Okay, well, I went back for the bag and I found what looks like the rain fly, and while I was doing that, I figured out these little black loops right here. Those are probably for your tie-offs for your ropes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on there. We're going to go get some towels. We're going to throw that in there, and maybe we'll throw a rabbit in there for good measure just to see.
Hey, let's throw a
Just kidding, we
in
probably
there.
won't throw that rabbit in there.
Ah.
Anyway, so we'll get this put on there. We'll go throw some towels in there.
And
We'll go grab a military cot and put that in there, let you see how well that fits in there. And I might just go get out my ground blind and let you see that for comparison. Okay, so I thought that this military issue cot was going to work in here. I kind of suspected it wasn't going to. I went ahead and measured it out. It's roughly about 3 feet 10 inches from the center in there to the top. The ground stays in here, kind of stick out. So could you use this in here? Maybe.
Dad, what you
Yeah,
using
but you wouldn't be able to get it zipped up. I'm thinking you're gonna, excuse me, you're gonna need to get a different kind of cot or an air mattress for this, because as you can see, this is just a little bit too big. So for this to fit. So I'm about 6'2". So yeah, this isn't gonna work.
Dad, what you doing that?
I can lay out, by the way, in here. So if you're any taller than about 6'2",
Dad, what you in the
this
bed?
tent probably won't work for you. I went through and I put a bunch of rags in there. I also laid out a little better in there, so I can just barely fit inside this tent from front to back. I haven't tried laying out left to right, but like I said, this tent looks like it's pretty well square. So if you're over 6 foot, this you're probably gonna have to lay out diagonally to be comfortable in this thing. So I guess we can call this a one-man tent if you're over 6 foot. So I'm gonna go ahead and come over here, and we're gonna get the garden hose and let's water this thing.
Don't spray water on me, Dad. This is getting away.
Nice little simulation of rain here. Hose on stuck.
Don't count me.
Okay, so we're just gonna go through here and let it rain, and then maybe we'll turn it on it. And I'm really trying not to rain too hard indirectly. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can see it with naked eye, but looks like it's dripping off pretty well. So far we're not seeing any signs of this thing soaking anything up. So let's go ahead and turn the hose on the side and give a real good hard rain there. So I'm gonna try to stay away from putting too much of this hard rain, I guess you could call it, or direct spray with my get a little shower attachment on my garden hose on the top, because it'll go underneath the cap, whatever you want to call that thing. So it's a really good hard rain. I doubt anything's going to go through the bottom, but we'll go ahead and we'll rain down here on the bottom for a minute. So yeah, we'll do one more top rain. Kind of drizzle down there. Your nice everyday Washington State weather. In Idaho, it's bright, sunny out here right now. So, okay, well, I think that's pretty good. Go ahead and come over here. We'll shut the garden hose off. And let's see if we got any water in here. We'll do a quick little walk around here. It's a little bit too sunny out here for me to really see through the viewfinder on my camera whether it's showing, but looks like all the water beat it up nicely. So one other thing I'd like to point out while I'm down here, the rain fly doors on this tent, they don't actually zip on the bottom. That's strictly your insect fly here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this and unzip this, and we'll see if it can rain inside. Okay, well, aside from a couple of droplets of water here from where when I opened the door to put water in here, it looks like all of our towels are nice and dry. We didn't get any, looks like we came pretty close to getting some water underneath there from the beading that's right there, maybe. But like I said, that's because of the garden hose. God, nature, Darwin created rain. It comes straight down, not sideways typically. So I've got no way to really test this for hard winds, but anyway. So yeah, so that completes the review of Amazon's 3-man tent. Like I said, if you're 6 foot high, we'll go ahead and lay down here really quick, see if I can fit this thing lengthwise. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So like I said, as you can see, my feet are there. Turn this around. My head's pretty well stepped up against this, so I wouldn't necessarily call this a 3-man tent if you're over 6 foot. I'd probably call it a 2-man tent or a 1-man tent if you're over 6 foot. So if you're under 6 foot, then this tent would probably work great for you. If you're over 6 foot too, I wouldn't even bother with this tent. But as you can see, it keeps out the rain just fine. It's I think it's worth the $56. So hope this was helpful. If it was, please press like and feel free to comment in the block below. And if these kind of videos are helpful to you, then maybe I'll post some more up. Or